In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top foods that are rich in omega-3. Omega-3 fatty acids are well known to be anti-inflammatory and be beneficial for everything from the health of our skin to the health of our hearts. But this is a nutrient that is often misunderstood. A lot of the foods that we are told are a good source of omega-3s, such as walnuts, are actually not. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the benefits of omega-3s, we're going to talk about why it is so misunderstood, and then we will get into the top 11 foods rich in it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Kate. I'm a health coach and I post videos on a high-fat, nutrient-dense way of eating. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to share, and make sure to subscribe. And make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where I share new posts every single day. Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. For everything from websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform that does it all. Head to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate to start your free trial today. Omega-3 is a type of polyunsaturated fat that is essential for our health. Ideally, you want to have a balance of omega-3 and omega-6 in your diet, as these two nutrients counter one another. Omega-3 is anti-inflammatory and omega-6 is inflammatory. And while this might make omega-6 seem like the bad guy, it's actually not. Omega-6 is just as essential as omega-3. However, most people nowadays are consuming way more omega-6 than omega-3. And this is leading to chronic inflammation and diseases. This is because of the high amounts of vegetable oil we are consuming, which is commonly used for cooking and is in just about all processed food. But anyways, today we are not going to focus on omega-6s. I do have some other videos on the topic, so I will link one of them up above if you want to know more. Today's focus is on omega-3. So we're going to start off talking about the different forms of omega-3, and then we will get into the top foods that are rich in this nutrient. There are three main types of omega-3: ALA, DHA, and EPA. ALA is the precursor to DHA and EPA. Our bodies need to convert it from the former to the latter. But unfortunately, this conversion rate is pretty poor. Just 0 to 9% is how much ALA is usually converted. And one of the factors that determines how much ALA is converted into DHA and EPA is how much omega-6 you are consuming. If you're consuming too much omega-6, even less omega-3 will be converted. And I already mentioned that we are consuming far too much omega-6. ALA is the form of omega-3 that is mainly found in nuts, seeds, and land animal meat. A serve of walnuts, for example, has 2.5 grams of omega-3, but that is all ALA. So by the time our bodies convert it to DHA and EPA, this ends up only being about 225 milligrams at most. And this is the misconception that I spoke about at the start of this video. So many of the foods that we are told are a good source of omega-3 don't even contain it in the most bioavailable form. And the issue is that most of the time when we see nutrition labels and headlines about omega-3, they have grouped all forms together. Ideally, you want to be consuming upwards of 1,000 milligrams of bioavailable omega-3 each day. And the other forms of omega-3, DHA and EPA, are far more bioavailable. Your body will be able to absorb and use these forms at a much higher rate, and you will be able to reap the anti-inflammatory benefits even more. So now let's get into the top foods that are rich in omega-3. Number 11, egg yolks. We're going to start off talking about some foods that are on the lower end of the omega-3 spectrum, and then we will ramp it up to the best sources near the end. So first we have egg yolks. Egg yolks actually have mainly ALA omega-3, but they do contain some DHA as well. There will be little, if any, EPA unless the eggs have been fortified with it. Now, if you can buy pasture-raised eggs instead of conventional eggs, where the chickens spend all of their life indoors, the total omega-3 content will be even higher. But again, this is still mainly ALA. So egg yolks are a good way to boost your omega-3 intake a little bit. They're definitely a preferable source as compared to something like chia seeds, but they still aren't the best source out there. At number 10, we have lamb. Lamb is the best source of omega-3 when it comes to land animal meat. Other types of meat, such as beef, do contain omega-3, but lamb has more DHA and EPA in comparison. And on top of this, it is also lower in omega-6, which means more of the ALA will be converted. Number 9, sardines. So now we are getting into some of the true omega-3 powerhouses. Certain types of fish and seafood absolutely blow nuts and seeds out of the water when it comes to omega-3. Sardines are one of those fish that contain a very high amount of omega-3, of which is mainly DHA and EPA. Now, I know sardines are not everyone's cup of tea. Personally, I am not a big fan, but don't worry, we still have lots of other foods to come if you don't like sardines. 100 grams of sardines contains about 1,400 milligrams of DHA and EPA. Number 8, anchovies. So this is another fish that might not be everyone's favorite. 100 grams of anchovies contains about 2,000 milligrams of DHA and EPA. Number 7, salmon roe. So if you aren't familiar, this is actually salmon eggs. It is similar to caviar, but the eggs have been treated differently. Salmon roe is a very concentrated source of omega-3, with 100 grams having close to 3,000 milligrams of DHA and EPA. However, it is very unlikely that you're going to consume 100 grams of salmon roe in a sitting. Firstly, because that is a lot of salmon roe, but secondly, because it is very expensive. Number 6, herring. So now we are starting to get into some fish that are a little bit less fishy than sardines and anchovies. 100 grams of herring has about 2,400 milligrams of DHA and EPA. Number 5, oysters. Oysters have become one of my favorite foods as of late. I didn't really eat a lot of seafood growing up. I was pretty picky, so it's only been within the last couple of years that I've started to eat oysters. But if you are like me and you love them, you'll be happy to know that they are super nutritious. On top of being a great source of omega-3, they're also very high in zinc, copper, and vitamin B12. Number 4, cod liver. Now we are starting to really ramp things up. These next 4 foods are super high in omega-3. Cod liver itself is a bit hard to find, but I have seen a few companies selling it on Amazon, so I will put those links in the description box down below. Now, I have to be honest with you, as nutritious as cod liver is, I haven't actually tried it myself. I have heard it is very mild and very pleasant tasting, so take that for what you will. Number 3, cod liver oil. So obviously this is continuing on from number 4. If you are not a big fan of seafood in general, you might want to consider taking a cod liver oil supplement. But one thing I do want to say is make sure you're buying it from a high quality brand and make sure to always keep it in the fridge. When omega-3 fatty acids are isolated, as is the case with cod liver oil, they become very fragile. So too much oxygen, too much heat, too much light, they're going to oxidize, they're going to go rancid. And this is going to totally counteract the benefits of omega-3. Now, before I get into the top 2 foods that are rich in omega-3, I'm going to take a quick moment to tell you about today's sponsor, Squarespace. Now, I am really thankful for companies like Squarespace. It is because of them that I am able to put out 2 videos a week and provide you guys with as much free content as I do. So if you are considering starting a website, whether it be for personal use, you want to start a blog, or for your business, Squarespace has got you covered. I have used a few other similar platforms in the past, and none of them are as intuitive to use, have everything I need, and really end up looking as good as Squarespace does. Seriously, the templates are awesome and so easy to customize with style editing. And one of the best features of Squarespace is that they have built-in SEO or search engine optimization tools, which means your website is going to be found in search results by the right people more often. SEO is super important because if your website isn't showing up in search results, how is anyone going to find you? Head to squarespace.com/healthcoachkate to start your free trial. And when you love it and decide to launch, you can use code HCK10 to save 10% off your first order. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Coming in at number 2, we have salmon. 100 grams of salmon has about 2,500 milligrams of DHA and EPA. Now, I really want to highlight here that you should be trying to buy wild-caught salmon whenever you can. Farm-raised salmon does still contain some omega-3, but just not as much. And on top of that, it often also contains pollutants. At number 1, we have mackerel. I am so happy that mackerel tops this list because I like it a whole lot more than sardines and salmon. 100 grams of mackerel contains, are you guys ready for this? Over 5,000 milligrams of DHA and EPA. And those are the top 11 foods that are rich in omega-3. So to summarize, number 11, egg yolks, number 10, lamb, number 9, sardines, number 8, anchovies, number 7, salmon roe, number 6, herring, number 5, oysters, number 4, cod liver, number 3, cod liver oil, number 2, salmon, and number 1, mackerel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section down below which of these foods is your favorite. If you did enjoy this video, remember to give it a like and click that subscribe button if you're not already. And if you're thinking about starting a website or a blog, I will put the link to check out Squarespace in the description box down below. If you did enjoy this video, you might also enjoy my video on the best foods for heart health. You can check it out here. If you want to catch up on my most recent upload, you can find it here. And if you want to check out my keto diet and carnivore diet coaching programs, you can find them here. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time. Bye!